welcome. Swear.
Cool, thanks, and I know this is long day for you.
Are you American?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm from New Jersey.
From New Jersey?
Yeah. I lived
Okay.
in London, I've lived in Hong Kong.
What part of
I guess
Jersey?
you can call
We're
me
rolling.
a professional expat. Okay. Cool album.
Thank you.
Let's see, today, well, when I heard it a few weeks ago, I heard Jackson's, I heard ABBA, of course, I heard Giorgio Moroder. Today I heard the Stooges, I heard the Police. Are these interpretations on purpose?
No.
Okay.
I mean, the ABBA one was obvious. I, consciously took the sample from the record. So that's true. And Giorgio Moroder, well, there's a bass line in Future Lovers that is inspired by a Giorgio Moroder track. Everything else is unconscious. If you hear it, it's something you hear, and we didn't plan it on purpose.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Stuart didn't play any tricks, or?
No.
Okay.
No, well,
Just
we...
made 30-second break for Madonna and
You want to get
have
that
something to eat.
Oh, what? I've been eating cookies.
Yeah,
I'm fine.
Just toast with the orange marmalade and some french fries. Just have a little bit.
Oh, you guys, you're too nice.
Should we put it
Thanks.
on her little lip
Yeah.
square
No,
table?
no, I don't want to stop this man. He's been so kind.
Okay, I'm going to bring it to the table.
Thank you. Oh, put it right here.
Yeah.
You want any french fries?
No, I'm fine, really.
I don't know why they're stuffing me.
That's nice, though.
Strange. They want me to get fat, I guess. Okay, so,
Don't we have
where
hours
did you
of-
hear the Stooges
The
in?
Stooges in New York.
I love New York.
in the synth bass line.
Oh, okay.
It seemed quite...
Well, inspired
I Want to Be
by?
Your Dog? No?
Actually, that was in a song from my last album, Stupid. That was inspired by the Stooges.
Okay,
I'm so stupid, yeah.
All right, so everything else is unconscious, and why the ABBA reference? Just for the record.
Because it's a killer hook,
Okay.
and I love ABBA. They really inspired me.
Okay.
So,
You said in Harper's and Queen that, well, you talk about your family a lot.
mm-hmm.
And so I'm just wondering where music fits in this. Is it as exciting to make as it used to be? Is it, do you find that you have to set yourself creatively, like, write songs in a couple hours? Can you find that creative space? It's a lot of different questions, but I mean, is it as fulfilling as it ever was?
I have to say I've had more fun making this record than I've had in a long time. I think it depends on who I work with. I think because I worked so hard on my tour, and then I worked so hard on the editing of my documentary, I just felt really inspired to do something different, you know what I mean? And something that wasn't so angst-ridden, writing music, specifically working with Stuart Price, who makes me laugh all the time. He's like, I don't feel like I'm working when I was Stuart. So for me, it was a blast just to make the record, and I didn't feel like I had to, oh God, I have to do this, force myself situation. In fact, I didn't even plan to make a record. It was just kind of went into his house. He's got a little home studio in his house, and I just thought, well, let's just experiment, and then it turned into a record.
Warner's, of course, is happy.
Well, they should be.
All right, so let's talk about it. You've got the Mirway team, and you've got Stuart, working more with Stuart, and you have the Swedish guys.
Mm-hmm.
How did it all gel, and why go to different people for different songs?
Because, well, I liked working. Obviously, I admire the work of all the different people that I worked with. I've been a huge fan of Mirway's for years. We've written some incredible songs together. I decided to work with the Swedes because I had heard, once I decided I want to make a dance record, I'd heard other tracks that Bloodshy and Avant had done and that Piers and Anders had done. And it was just purely an experiment. Now, I've worked with the Swedes in the past, and I just felt like it just felt like the right thing to do. I always like to try new people out anyways, and I thought, well, if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But what I didn't want was to have a huge disparity in the sound. So once I worked on all the songs with everybody, I decided that Stuart had the right sensibility, since he's a DJ, to give everything an overall cohesive feeling. And he ended up, with the exception of one track, arranging and producing everything with me.
There's a rock album rumor that was going around for a while. Was that just never in the cards?
No, I never said that.
Okay. There's a rumor you're practicing your guitar religiously and that you're,
Well, since I've fallen off my horse, I haven't practiced my guitar at all. In fact, I've lost all my calluses. I'm starting to grow nails. It's horrible.
Let me take care of the horseback riding question because MTV was curious. Was that like a Christopher Reeve moment? Like where you were thinking, uh-oh, this is...
No.
No?
No. In fact, as I was falling off the horse, I thought, I'm going to so not hurt myself. I'm going to do a roll. I'm going to land on my feet. It's going to be cool. Nothing's going to happen. And I actually, broke 8 bones instead. So I wasn't frightened. And when I landed, I didn't feel anything. And then I stood up, and then I was like, oh, God, something's not right over here. Something's broken.
Oh, shit.
And I've never broken a bone before, so I was in denial for a long time. When I was taken to the hospital and they did the X-rays, I'm like, I haven't. I've not broken any bones. I'm fine. I'm going to go home. It's my birthday. I'm going to have fun tonight. And it took a while for the reality to set in, but I'm okay now.
Good. I saw you riding the horse on Letterman, which is pretty cool.
Which means I'm completely mad.
I don't want to dwell on personal stuff too much. I prefer to talk about the album. Are there any songs that you really want to talk about? 2 favorites, or do you want me to pick lyrics and say?
Well, I've got favorites on the record. I mean, obviously, one of my favorites is "Hung Up," the first single. I love it, just because it's just a fun, infectious dance record. It's not too intellectual. Another track.
Sorry, let me stop you. What's the video going to be like?
It's just all about dancing. Killer dancing. Music and dance, that's it. Another song I love is "I Love New York." That's a favorite of mine, and I can't wait to do it live. I think that I'll be playing my electric guitar on. In fact, I wrote the song while I was on tour last year on my electric guitar during sound checks. And obviously New York is a city that's near and dear to my heart, and that's really what that song's all about.
I love that song too.
My connection to it, yeah.
That song rocks.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, quick things, quick answers, or elaborate if you want.
Okay.
I read you're going to be in Arthur and the Minimoys next year. For Luc Besson, you're going to be Princess Selenia, true?
You got it.
Okay.
Yep.
Anything you want to say?
It was really fun doing it. I love doing voiceovers for animated films. I had a blast, yeah.
Okay. Madonna iPod, going to happen? Not going to happen?
I don't know. That's a Angela Becker, Guy Siri question. Speak to my team. I hope so.
Okay, so maybe unreleased tracks if it happens?
Or just all remixes.
Okay, good. Okay. There are rumors that you're going to host an Apprentice-style show. Rumors. I heard, I read, I saw.
No.
No. Okay.
What is an Apprentice-style show?
I don't know. You're going to do like, do like a Donald Trump and do it in some way. No idea. Just read it.
Okay.
Okay. Next thing. I read your tour is going to start in Japan next year. No. No.
Don't know
There's
about
this
that
rumor
either.
going around.
Yeah.
Your wish list or what?
No, it's gonna start in Hong Kong.
Huh. Well, that's the next question. Because you mentioned a long time ago that you want to go to India. China's huge market. I mean,
Yeah.
what's it going to take you to get there?
So, lots of screaming fans beckoning me to come their way. I don't know.
What's the holdup?
I don't know. Do people in China want me to come there?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
I haven't heard from them. How would I know?
How
No one's written any letters.
All right, well, they want you to come.
Okay.
The venues are there.
Have you heard it from the front line?
I've heard it from the front line.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Could you do it? Is that feasible to bring all your stuff over there?
If there's a venue, to come that far, you have to play enough shows to make it economically viable, and if the venues can hold my stage and stuff like that, yeah, sure.
Okay. You can do whatever you want to help the music industry, change it, improve it. What would you do right now?
What would I do?
One thing. Everybody talks about, oh, this is wrong, that's wrong.
I would make everybody listen to my record.
Anything else about...
What? Anything else about what?
Well, I mean, some people say sales are down, downloading's going up, it's all changing,
Mm-hmm.
people have to get their formats in order, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, all that's true.
Hmm?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Dead end. We won't get it.
Boring question.
Sorry?
Sorry, let's not talk about the business of music.
Okay, fine. MTV wants me to ask two things. If there are a couple songs that represent you for your career, you identify with.
My entire career.
Yeah. Are there any special ones that you really look at fondly, and why is that?
I mean, it's not like I have any one favorite song. But I could think of pivotal songs in my career, like Ray of Light or Don't Tell Me, Music, Like a Prayer. Hung Up.
Good performance at Live Aid, by the way. That was great.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, it was great.
Mm.
How about the video? Do you one video from the career?
That I love, love, love.
Yeah.
I think Ray of Light's one of my favorite videos. Yeah,
Jonas.
yeah. He's very talented, that Mr. Auckland.
Yeah. Seems that
Mhm.
way. Okay, that's final question. For the sake of your kids, what concerns do you have for them? And not to say that you want to be a Bono or take on that kind of role, but what kind of concerns do you want to address because you're in the public eye? Is there anything that you want to...
Well, I deal with a lot of those issues in my documentary that I made when I was on tour last year. And one of the issues that I deal with all the time, and one of the things I say to my dancers, people I work with, my children, my friends, is that, you know, you can have all the talent in the world or have all the, you know, fame and fortune and all those things, but if you don't have compassion for your fellow man, if you don't take responsibility for your words and your actions in the world around you, then none of it means anything. And I think that's the first step that we all have to make towards changing the world and making it a better place. So you can save the rainforest, but if you don't fix yourself first, it's not really going to mean anything.
That's a perfect way to end this. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you
Thanks,
so much.
Scott.
Yep.
No IDs, I think.
There were, but that was...
Big Snade. Big
Were they?
I'm sure. Sounds good.
We're like
All right.
running, waiting. If you have them and there's time at the end or something, but I think now we gotta just keep moving.
Okay.